it's Native Robin, and on this beautiful spring day in Indiana, I'm gonna get my square foot garden all set up, ready for planting, and try out this new pop-up greenhouse I just picked up at Menards. Check it out. Okay, as many of you already know, I like to use Mel's mix, which is a mix of 1/3 vermiculite, 1/3 peat humus, and 1/3 compost in my square foot gardens. Here's the various bags I just picked up. Now in compost, it doesn't hurt to mix your various kinds of compost up. Here's from manure and from mushrooms. Mel actually suggests you get a half a dozen if you can. I've also got some peat humus and some vermiculite to mix in as well, and that'll just kind of freshen up the soil. Okay, the easiest way to go about this is just to go ahead and take the screws loose around the edge of my wooden grid, and that way I don't have to try to work around them without damaging them. I'll just back them off a little bit with the power screw gun and get on that. Okay, now that I have the soil pretty well mixed up, and I cleaned some of the roots out that had been left from last year, I think some are from the trees around here, I'm going to go ahead and put a whole bag of vermiculite in here. This is 8-quart bag. It just kind of keeps the soil, it helps the soil hold the moisture when you water it later, and it helps slow down compaction and things. So one thing I want to bring up, now that I've got this soil nice and fluffy, I don't want to step on it ever. And being in a 4-foot box, I could pretty much reach everything from the outside. But put the vermiculite in, make sure it's not a windy day because it will blow everywhere. I'll go ahead and pour it in and then give it a good mix. And then put the grid back on. Okay, the pop-up greenhouse I got is made by a company named Flower House. I'll put a link to their website in the description of the video, but it comes in a little nice carrying case and the whole bit, and the instructions are pretty simple. Take it out and let it expand on its own and pop up, and then reinforce it with the cordage and stuff that comes inside. So we're going to try it. I'll be darned. So then we use the holes in it to expand the sides and across the top. Cool. Okay. Okay.
Hang on, let me get down to the bottom.
Okay, we got our pop-up greenhouse all set up, and with a little help, I set it over the top of the garden, trellis and all. So I'll show you around and show you how it puts together. The inside of this thing has got these cross poles, just like shot corded tent poles. There's 2 on each side, joined at the center with some Velcro. Same thing over here, and then one across the top holding it apart. Now there's a little window in the back I can zip open if it gets too hot in there, and I've hung a thermometer with a humidifier thing on the bottom, just hung it in there, and it's already went up 10 degrees. Now the front door has got a screened in net, just like a tent. And then of course, if you want to hold the heat in at night, go ahead and put the plastic up. Also, it came with a sunscreen to where if it got too hot in the summer or towards the later days of spring, I could always put it on there and it keeps it from getting quite as hot in there. And also it'll protect it from the UV rays and rotting the plastic any quicker. Now the bottom's got these big old heavy duty stakes holding it in. And then there's 4 guide wires around and 1 on each end. Well, that's my pop-up greenhouse, and that's how I get the garden ready to go. I got another box to do, but I'm not going to plant anything early in it, so I got some time yet. We got about 6 weeks for our last frost here in Indiana. Now I'm going to plant some seeds, but that's in the next video. So until then, happy trails.